Hey guys, thanks for joining me here at Major Arcana. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so we can get started right away. This will be a general reading for the collective, all zodiac signs. For this reading, I'm going to pull 10 cards. We'll do the Celtic Cross, and then I'll pull 4 additional cards from the Lover's Oracle to see what's going on. We have the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. We have the Devil card, and we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. What else? So we have 2 tens, meaning some kind of ending taking place. We have the Page of Swords, the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. So I kind of feel like there is some kind of conflict. You're having some kind of beef with somebody. That's what it feels like. And potentially it's strong enough that you're pulling the plug on this event, on this situation. With the 7 of Cups, I think that you're exploring your options. Should you stay? Should you go? What happens if you choose one decision over the other, and kind of weighing those options against each other, right? So that's the 7 of Wands in the current energy. Trying to decide which one is the best decision for you. In the crossing position is the 10 of Swords. The challenge here is that, it is the end of a burdensome cycle, but I kind of feel that you might be thinking about everything you've put into it. Now, whether it's a work scenario, you've put in a lot of years, a lot of effort. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows the kind of work ethic that you have. But you're not getting any further, meaning you're not maybe getting the promotion or a bonus or the increases that you expected, right? So the 10 of Swords is like you're coming to the end of that cycle, meaning or you're deciding whether to come to the end of that cycle, whether you should put your efforts to use somewhere else, right? It could also be a romantic relationship. You've put in a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of emotions, but it's just not moving forward, right? So the end of a burdensome cycle could potentially be you leaving the situation behind because you're not garnering exactly what you thought you would, right? So decisions to be made here. In the grounding position, your motivation, the Ace of Swords. So we have the Ace and the 10, right? So it's things coming full cycle. To me, it's like this could be an on again, off again situation where you want to leave and then come back, or, if it's work, then you maybe fill out applications and then decide to stay. And so I feel like it could be an on again, off again situation with this Ace of Swords being present here. And I feel like you want to come out of that cycle. You really want things to change right now. And I feel like you might be at your wit's end, at the end of your rope, where you're like, something really has to change. I cannot keep doing this, right? So we have temptation here. With the Devil card, the temptation to stay, the ease or comfort of, staying is a little bit tempting. Sometimes you feel like, oh man, if I leave the company, I'm small fish all over again. I have to rebuild trust. I have to get to know new people. And so the temptation to stay is very tempting for you with this Devil card. Okay, and I feel like that's probably what has gotten you to stay in the past. Remember, I said it's probably an on again, off again thing. It's probably what's gotten you to stay in the past, right? Because this is in the past position. You feel tied or you feel bonded to the situation. We see the chains here. Difficult to sever, right? Difficult to sever those ties or those bonds because of probably the amount of time that you've put into it. And you want to see the rewards of your contributions, right? So the temptation to stay, very easy. But I feel like in order for you to see some kind of change, you have to make a different decision, right? All right, so in the conscious goals with the 4 of Wands, This card represents, you wanting that connection or a strong foundation leading toward happily ever after, right? So I feel like you just want to be happy. It's really that simple. You want to be appreciated, you want to be in this partnership, whether it's job and individual, or a couple. You want to be in this partnership where you two are both contributing and you see the dividends paying off, your hard work paying off, right? So that's the Four of Wands. That's your conscious goal. Here is like you want to see your contributions be meaningful. And so then we have the Ten of Wands here, the end of that burdensome cycle. So the end of a painful cycle, the end of a burdensome cycle. I might have confused the two earlier, but regardless, it's still here. Ten of Wands is moving the obstacles aside. What's keeping you in place? Is it that you don't want to network if it's a new business? You don't want to start at the beginning. You don't want to whatever. Well, I feel like there are steps that you have to do to remove those obstacles. Maybe it's asking for what you want, right? Having the conversations and talking about what it is that you want, because that allows them, your boss or your partner or your friend or whoever, that allows them the opportunity to say, you know what, we really had something else in mind. We really wanted to go in this direction. And then that gives you the opportunity to respond to that. That makes a decision easier. Oh, well, if we don't want the same things, then that makes my choice easier. I am just going to move forward in a different direction. I am going to go achieve what I intended to achieve, right? So have the conversation, because then it's like you have clarity on what they're intending to do, and then you make your decision based on that, right? But it looks like, I mean, a conversation needs to be had. Either they can offer you what you're looking for or they can't, and then you can decide then. If they can offer you what you want, cool. Make a plan and move forward. And if they can't, peace. Like deuces. Hit the road, Jack. So, yeah, it's like a conversation needs to be had, a decision will be made. We have the Page of Swords here. This is your energy. You might be beating around the bush, kind of tiptoeing a little bit. Trying to like nudge a conversation, or I feel like it's a passive way to approach the conversation. I don't know. It's like you're hinting around but not being direct with what you want to know. Like saying things about love and marriage, hoping that they get the idea and then come out and confess their undying love. It's like you're hinting around at it, but you're not coming at it directly. So I feel that's you trying to get information in a roundabout way. Okay, Two of Wands. Decision of making a decision is like looking at the past, like we said earlier with this Seven of Cups. You're looking at the past and saying, is this really working for me? Is this going in the direction that I want? So Two of Wands is that reflection, and then when you make a decision, you have the conversation, you make the decision, I feel like you'll be on a path toward happiness. We have the Knight of Wands, a card of indecision. Okay, you continue to go back and forth about this because, like I said, you're kind of beating around the bush. You're looking at the past, everything that you've invested. So I really don't feel there's only one major arcana. I don't think you're making the decision. I think you recognize that it needs to be made, but you're not rushing toward it, right? Or you're feeling maybe a little bit indecisive about that decision. So feeling a little bit conflicted with the Five of Swords, feeling conflicted about how you should approach the topic, how you should move forward, what decision you need to make. So this week I don't really feel like a decision is being made, but I do feel like it's going to remain on your mind with this 5 of Swords. Yeah. It's like you want a win-win situation where everybody walks away happy. That's kind of the vibes here. Yeah, it's like, well, if I don't have to make a decision, then at least I still know where I'm at, or where I stand, or whatever. So past, present, future, and outcome cards go here. The soulmate, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay, only time will tell. And time, you're trying too hard, give it time. Yeah, I feel like, no decisions being made, like I said earlier. No decisions being made, and kind of just coasting in the method that you've already been moving. So no big changes, just I feel like you might be stewing on it right now at this time, just thinking about how to progress. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for being here with me, and take care. Bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It just means so much to me, to see the comments, and you know to see the interactions and all that stuff. So if you wouldn't mind it, I'd appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much.